Rosna D. Imalay.
I am teacher Janice Dalia,
And we will be your teachers for today. Okay, John Rose, please come here in front, and I want you to pull this. Okay, John Rose, please read.
Types of communication in the classroom.
Okay, thank you so much. Our lesson for today is all about types of communication in the classroom. But before I proceed to our discussion, I will show you first our learning objectives. Okay, please everybody read. Okay, thank you so much. And I will give the floor to Miss Janice Adalia. Okay, now let's proceed to our discussion. Okay, so today we were going to learn about the different types of communication in the classroom. So, when you hear the word communication, what comes to your mind? Yes, you're raising your hand? Okay, that's right. It's all about exchange of information. If we say communication, it refers to the process of, it is a process that employs spoken words, okay? And it is from the Latin word that means communicare. Communication have there are five different communication. Okay, so let's focus here to the five different types of communication used in the classroom. So first we have the verbal communication. Everybody read. Alright. In the classroom setting, the teacher uses verbal communication to lecture, to instruct, to give instructions to the class. Also, students use verbal communication to ask questions, share ideas, and participate during the discussion. So there are different types, or there are different examples of verbal communication. And what are those? Yes? Okay, that's it. So those are some examples of verbal communication. And verbal communication is subdivided into 4 categories. So let's all find out. So the first category we have, the intrapersonal communication. Everybody read. Okay, so if we say intrapersonal communication, it is a communication within ourselves. So, example, you as a student, you are reflecting on your goals in the future. Or you are thinking of what you want to eat or you want to wear. Okay, so those are examples of intrapersonal communication, a communication within ourselves. Second, we have the interpersonal communication. If we say interpersonal communication, it takes directly between individual or group using technological devices or not. Example of interpersonal communication using technological devices, we have the telephone conversation. Or you're using any online platform or tool to exchange information through online. So those are examples of interpersonal communication. Next, we have the oral communication. Everybody read. Okay, so oral communication can be either formal, like a public speaking, or informal, like a casual conversation with your friends, or having a group meeting. Okay, so those examples of oral communication. Next, lastly, we have the public communication. If we say public communication, it is a communication where one sender sends a message into a massive people or audiences face-to-face or using any technological devices such as radio, television, or big screens. And the chances of receiving feedback in public communications are very limited. But it is more formal formal than oral and interpersonal because it involves various structured presentation in public communication. Again, what are the four categories of verbal communication? Yes, we have the intrapersonal communication, interpersonal communication, oral communication, and public communication. Now let's proceed to the second type of communication, which is the non-verbal communication. Everybody read? Okay, thank you. So, based on the picture here, who can tell who is he? Yes, that's right, Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is the perfect example of a person who utilizes non-verbal communication. How would we know if he is hungry? Through his facial expression and body movement. And how would we know if he is happy, sad, angry? Through his facial expression. That's right. And non-verbal communication is subdivided into three types. First, we have the kinesics or body movement, which it is a non-verbal behavior associated with our whole body. For example, our facial expressions, hand gestures, like we're going to thumbs up, thumbs down, like that. So those are examples of kinesics or body movement. Second, we have the para-language, which it focuses to the tone and intonation of our voice. And lastly, we have the haptics, which is the interacting or exchange of information through a sense of touch, like you're hugging someone or you're tapping the back of your friend. So those are examples of haptics. Again, what are the three types of non-verbal communication? That's right, we have the kinesics or body movement, paralanguage, and haptics. Again, what are the two types of communication that we already discussed? We have the verbal and non-verbal communication. Now let's proceed to the third types of communication, which is written communication. Everybody read? Alright. Written communication, example of written communication in education, we have the textbooks, we have the prepared lesson plans of our teachers, the textbooks, the assignments, the handouts that given to the students, or the classroom rules posted on the classroom walls. So those are examples of written materials. And those written materials serves as a source of information and a way of students to show what they have learned. So next, or the fourth type of communication we have, yes, everybody read? Okay, we have the visual aid and multimedia. So examples of visual aid and multimedia in education, we have the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, PowerPoint presentation to organize and highlight key points. We have the video and animation that demonstrate processes or stories. We have the poster or flashcards for quick review or references. So those are examples of visual aid and multimedia used in education. And lastly, we have the last type of communication. We have the digital communication. If we say digital communication, everybody read? Alright, so digital communication, examples of digital communication used in education, we have the Google Classroom. Okay, Google Classroom or Moodles for quick sending of assignments, or also we have the Zoom, Google Meet or Zoom, the Microsoft Teams for online classes. So those are examples of digital tools used in education. So class, what are the 5 types of communication used in education? We have the verbal, non-verbal, what else? Written, visual and multimedia, and digital tools. Do you understand our lesson for today? Okay, very good. Since everyone understands, let's have an activity. In this activity, we will have a 3 different activity. First, we have, okay, let's have a individual activity. So everybody read first the instruction. Okay, everybody read. Okay, and the first activity you are going to write an essay, or in a 1 paragraph essay about the importance of eye contact in communication. I'll be giving you 3 minutes to accomplish the task, and you are going to write it in 1 whole sheet of paper. Understood? Is that clear? Okay, I'll be giving you 3 minutes. Timer starts now. Alright. Okay, you're done? Alright, please pass the paper in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? I'll be the one to check the paper. Next, let's proceed to the second type of activity. We have the pair activity. All you have to do is to find a pair. Alright? Kindly find your pair. Alright, everyone has a pair already. So in this activity, we're going to, everybody read? Okay, very good. You are going to analyze a case study involving positive and negative nonverbal communication in the classroom. Discussion its impact. So in this activity, okay, I'll be giving the case study analysis. Okay, this will be here, and pass it to your classmate. Alright, everyone has already a copy? Okay, so I'll be giving you 3 minutes to answer the task. Okay, the timer starts now. Alright, very good. So please pass your task. Okay, we'll be checking this tomorrow, okay? Alright, so now let's proceed to the next activity, which is globe activity. Everybody read? Okay, you're gonna have a role play, different classroom scenarios that involves communication. So our rubrics here, we have the creativity 5%, clarity and delivery 4%, and collaboration we have 5%. A total of 15%. Okay? You now go to your groups. This will be the group 1 and group 2. Okay? I want you to go with your group and go and participate with your teammates. Okay? Done? I will giving you 5 minutes to prepare. Okay, time's up. Group 1, can you present your task here in front? Alright, let's give ourselves a round of applause for group 1. For group 2. Okay, group 2, can you come here in front to present? Alright, thank you, group 2. Let's give it again. We'll give a round of applause. Okay, do you enjoy our activity? Alright, so now I'll be giving to Mom and Kyla to further instructions.
Okay, do you have any clarifications or questions regarding to our discussion? Then if none, I will be the one to ask you a question. What are the 5 types of communication? Yes, John Rose? Okay, very good. And why it is important to know a clear and positive communication? Okay, yes, Janice? Okay, very good. And now, I've prepared a worksheet. All you need to do is to answer this in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, pass the paper backward. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes to answer this. Time starts now. Okay, time is up. Pass your paper or worksheet in front and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will be the one to ask you and I will be the one to check your works today. Okay, and now for your assignment. Okay, for your assignment. Okay, please everybody read. Alright, copy this in your assignment notebook and pass this next meeting. Okay? Are you done? All right. Please stand for our closing prayer. Amen. Goodbye, class.